When predators target a prey, they usually try to isolate the prey from the herd, so it makes it easier to take it down. Sometimes, the herd responds, and that's when things become interesting. Have you ever seen a herd of buffalo working together? If you want to watch some exciting footage where the herd takes the stage, keep watching as we count down 15 angry and merciless herds with killer moves. Number 15. Crocodile versus buffalo. Watch how this crocodile tries to assault this herd of buffalo. The buffalo are drinking as the crocodile waits to strike. It grabs the buffalo by the neck, but the buffalo is so powerful that it drags the crocodile out of the water. When the crocodile senses it is in danger, it rapidly returns to the water and forgets to eat. In this horrifying video, the saltwater crocodile tries to attack a water buffalo and a wallaby. Crocodiles lurk beneath the surface along the water's edge, waiting for potential prey to come to a halt and drink. If they can get their jaws on it, they'll devour anything. A buffalo gets attacked by a crocodile in the next video. The other buffalo emerges from the water, and the two beasts engage in a tug of war. I'm not sure why the other buffaloes just stand there and watch one of their own get attacked without helping. They could at least scare the crocodile away if all they went into the water and stampeded on it. The crocodile appears to be drowning the buffalo, yet the buffalo rises and attempts to wander away. Even a friendly rhino is keeping a close eye on the proceedings. The crocodile appears to have abandoned the buffalo, which is unable to exit the water due to its damaged legs. As he pops his head out of the water, this crocodile cries peekaboo to his buffalo companions. The buffalo disperse because they don't have time to listen to his foolishness. The Fanatic brings you all the best content you want to see when it comes to the animal kingdom. If you want to see the latest confrontations between animals and the best animal videos, please subscribe now. We post new videos every day for your entertainment. Number 14. Crocodile versus wild dogs. These wild dogs annoy this crocodile while it's walking through some tall grass. The dogs don't have what it takes to tackle such an armored beast, but I guess it's because it's in their way. They need to harass it. The crocodile finally walks away. This crocodile comes running out of the water to steal the wild dog's kill. From the overhead view, you can see the crocodile practically swallow the deer as the wild dogs watch helplessly. These wild dogs come to bother these two crocodiles, and after a few hesitant moves from the dogs, one of the crocodiles turns around, and that's enough to warn the dogs. A pack of wild dogs decided to try and take a dead giraffe that was being eaten by 15 or so crocodiles. The mayhem began when the wild dogs managed to drag the giraffe halfway out. On one side, there were wild dogs, and on the other, there were crocs. At one time, the two were fighting for the meat. These two sworn adversaries savored the feast, and later, the pups arrived, accompanied with an elephant bull ready to throw his weight about. A crocodile comes out of the water and swims away with the wild dog in its mouth. Wild dogs are incredible predators, and we generally witness them chasing animals. The reaction of the wild dogs in this sequence is extremely fascinating to me. They appear to be quite concerned about their companion, and you can tell by their reaction. They're watching to see if the dog will be able to free itself. It astounds me that they can show such empathy for one of their own, given their reputation as vicious, cruel hunters. Number 13. Crocodile versus zebras. This newborn foal is carried away by the strong water of the river while being pursued by a crocodile and ends up somewhere else. Regardless, it manages to make it to the other side. This migration is gradually gaining momentum, which means the Mara River crossing spots are becoming increasingly crowded. Unfortunately, one poor zebra becomes dinner for a swarm of ravenous crocodiles and an enraged hippo. This zebra tries to flee from the crocodile, but the zebra's guts are falling out of its body, causing severe harm. The zebra's entire insides are leaking out as it jumps up and down. This zebra is lying in the water, and when this crocodile approaches to bite it, the zebra barely moves. This zebra is either sick or injured because a healthy zebra would not behave like this. This zebra is doomed. Number 12. Hippo versus buffalo. This hippo doesn't want any other animal enjoying a day at his beach. It includes this herd of buffaloes. With its mouth wide open, it runs around warning all buffaloes to leave. And by the looks of it, it's the last call. One by one, the buffaloes begin to disperse until they have all taken off. This hippo opens its mouth wide, as if to warn the buffalo of an impending attack. Yet the buffalo does not budge. With its mouth extended, the hippo charges the buffalo, attempting to crush it as it drives it into the water. These two look to want to settle things right away, but for some reason, they appear to be a little too lethargic to do so. When the buffalo moves its head, nothing happens, and the hippo merely keeps pretending to bite the buffalo. Number 11. Cheetah versus gazelle. If you want to see how fast a cheetah is, just watch it take off and chase this gazelle. The gazelle has a long head start, and it's no turtle, but the cheetah is so fast, it slowly catches up to the gazelle and kills it. To watch this animal run this way is mesmerizing. The cheetah is not the largest cat, but it is the fastest. Therefore, it is difficult to escape it when it goes on the hunt. The gazelle, on the other hand, is exceedingly swift and has a pair of long horns that can cause significant damage. A cheetah decides to hunt a gazelle. The cheetah clings to the gazelle's backside, but it's not easy for the cheetah to maintain its grip. The gazelle keeps kicking the cheetah. The gazelle's horns pierce the cheetah's flesh, and the gazelle eventually manages to flee. The gazelle is in poor condition, but the cheetah is far worse. Her side has been ripped open by the gazelle's horns, as you can see. The cheetah will be unable to hunt because of her injury, which could spell death for her and her offspring. Number 10. Buffalo versus lion. In this video, it looks like it's the buffalo herd that's on the hunt as they chase lions all the directions, and the felines are running for their lives. What's going on? Is this an alternate reality where herbivores have taken over? The buffalo are determined, and they even look for the big cats in between bushes. The problem for the cats is that there are many small cubs that could be easily trampled by the heavy beasts at any time. A fight broke out between the lioness, their cubs, and a pair of buffalo. These two cubs are still extremely young at just over a month old, and their mother carries them from place to place. You notice how small they are when one of the little fur balls runs out of its hiding place, scared. By escaping into the open, one of the cubs narrowly escaped an enraged buffalo. As the buffalo stared uncomfortably at them from only a few meters away, both lionesses and cubs stood their ground. The lions are clearly uncomfortable, and they are debating whether it is necessary to move out of the way of the buffalo. When the buffalo approaches in a dangerous manner, both lionesses turn and run away, but one cub panics and tries to hide in a bush even closer to the buffalo. The buffalo takes command and bulldozes its full weight into the thicket, where the cub is hidden in a jaw-clenching moment. Instincts kick in, and the little cub leaps from its hiding spot and onto the sand, desperately trying to flee the attacker. The cub keeps sprinting as fast as its legs can carry him, pausing only to look around for its mother. Fortunately, the buffalo did not pursue the cub, and it was able to seek refuge in another thicket, where it remained hidden alone. The lioness and the other youngster had gone their separate ways, and it's unclear whether they returned to find the hiding cub. The herd chases these lions, and the lions have no other choice but to retreat. When a herd of buffaloes face an attacker, there aren't too many animals that can defy it. It's when they turn their back that they become vulnerable. This lioness gets her butt kicked and retreats quickly when a herd of buffaloes attack her. She knows she's no match against the herd and rethinks her plan out entirely. Number 9. Cheetah versus wildebeest. This cheetah chases a herd of wildebeest and tries to isolate one of the young calves as it runs. The wildebeest, in a state of panic, disperse and run in all directions, leaving a young calf vulnerable for the taking. The cheetah targets the calf and brings it down. In this chase, the cheetah takes an angle of pursuit and knocks the wildebeest down. It's a risky strategy for the cheetah considering how slim it is. In this case, the wildebeest breaks a leg, but it could have easily been the other way around. This was a risky hunt for the cat. The cheetah is not a big cat, but it's extremely fast, so the challenge for the speedster is not to catch the prey, but to be able to bring it down, especially considering cheetahs hunt alone most of the time. In this video, which takes place during the Great Wildebeest Migration, 2 male cheetahs hunt a wildebeest, and it doesn't make the hunt easier. The wildebeest is strong, and the cheetahs must use all their power to bring it down without being injured. They finally do, and enjoy their meal. This mother cheetah makes a successful kill and immediately calls out her cubs to come for dinner after the kill. The 4 little cubs hurry to the kitchen table to eat. One of the cubs asks if there is any dessert, and the mother tells him he's lucky to eat dinner, so he better enjoy it. Number 8. Polar bear versus walrus. When a polar bear decides it's time to eat, he approaches a walrus army and announces it's time to go hunting. Walruses are no pushovers. They can weigh many tons and have enormous fangs that could harm the polar bears. Thus, it is imperative the bear practice utmost caution. The walruses will not be scared to challenge the bear because it is much smaller. The polar bear is still on the lookout for a weak link, such as a walrus that is injured or sick, so the kill will be simple. He keeps going in circles until he comes upon a small walrus and jumps on its back. Remember that walruses have a lot of fat on their bodies that protects them from the cold and bites. So even though they're small, they're still massive. It's not going to be simple. I'm not sure why the other walruses aren't pitching in. Instead of jumping on each other like it's the greatest gangbang in history, why don't two of them surround the bear and stab it with their tusks? The bear is unable to keep the walruses in his grasp and eventually lets go. He mounts a second walrus and launches a new attack, which again fails. He finds what appears to be a younger walrus, but he's unsuccessful. In the end, he climbs another walrus, which drags the bear into the water. Oh well, the food for the polar bear will have to wait till later today. Number 7. Wolves versus bison. A bison herd and a group of wolves race across the snow. The view from above is breathtaking, but you have a feeling something bad is about to happen. The bison have formed a small circle as the wolf pack approaches. Bison are armed and deadly, so wolves must be strategic as they circle the herd to try and disrupt it. By harassing herd members, they hope to cause an uproar and separate one of the smaller bison. However, the enormous bison are aware of their strategy and form a protective circle around their young with their horns pointed outwards towards them. When the bison fear for no apparent reason, they scatter, leaving some of the herd behind. And what was about to happen does happen. The wolves manage to take down one of the bison, which will provide them with food for the time being. However, the wolves will have to restart their hunt soon. This wolf pack chases this herd, and when it gets close, one of the bisons plow the wolf into the snow, and you can hear the wolf lament itself. The wolf is hurt and just sits in the snow. It tries to move away, but it's having a hard time. Check out this bison flip this wolf in the air like it was a pancake. The wolf is taking such a beating, and it's full of blood. I'm surprised it's still trying to attack the bison. I guess hunger makes animals suicidal. This wolf pack surrounds this herd of bison, but the bison form a circle and face the wolves. The wolves are so much smaller than the bison. They need to isolate one bison, preferably a small calf if they are to be successful. Because even a lone adult bison is not an easy kill for a pack of wolves, unless the pack is high in numbers. Number 6. Cheetah versus zebra. This cheetah coalition hunts a zebra, but when they begin the chase, it doesn't take much time before the zebras have dispersed and left the grounds. The cheetahs look around and find nothing. A cheetah is chasing a zebra in this video, and there are times when it feels so close, like the cheetah is about to take the zebra down, but the zebra kicks out its hind legs and almost hits the cheetah in the head. That would have been a knockout if contact had been. This cheetah still has a lot to learn. A huge zebra is brought down by this cheetah coalition. It took 5 adult cheetahs to take down the striped horse, but they succeeded, and they may now enjoy their meal unless some hyenas show up to spoil the fun. Number 5. Lion versus wildebeest. This lioness ambushes a herd of wildebeest, and while some of the animals can avoid the worst, the lioness corners one wildebeest and drags it into a ditch where she completes the job. This lioness and wildebeest almost look like knights involved in a jousting match as they both run towards each other. But when they get there, the wildebeest changes its mind and avoids the feline, but the feline doesn't care and wraps her big paws around the animal to finish it off. As the herd crosses the river, trying to avoid all the crocodiles and finally get to the other side, this lioness ambushes a wildebeest. The wildebeest resists and struggles to get out of the big cat's hold, but it's not easy. The wildebeest falls to the ground as the rest of the herd arrives for dinner. This lioness easily kills this young wildebeest as it trips when it tries to escape. Once on the floor, the wildebeest never has the time to get back up and escape. Number 4. Wild dogs versus hyenas. Wild dogs fear hyenas just as much as everyone else. In the event of an encounter between wild dogs and hyenas, there's a lot of chatter but little action. This is because none of them want to initiate contact. Hyenas joke around while the wild dogs sit in silence contemplating. There isn't much conversation going on since a pair of hyenas are on their way to take a kill. The hyenas have the upper hand, yet despite their lesser size, the dogs don't give up. These two hyenas meet with these two wolves to sign a peace treaty. There's no way they can trust each other as they get closer. Therefore, it'll be a while before anything occurs. The following video shows a hyena in distress that flees into the water to escape a pack of dogs that is harassing it, The dogs have finally left, and the hyena has survived to see another day. This savanna lifestyle isn't all fun and games, as these fights occur on a daily basis. This hyena just robbed a pack of wild dogs for their food, which is now on the prowl to reclaim it. They chase the lone hyena, and when they catch up to it, they bite it from all sides, but the hyena is resilient and defends itself to the best of its ability. Number 3. Wild dogs versus lion. This massive male lion charges a pack of wild dogs, and it snatches a small pup. There's nothing the rest of the pack can do about it, and the pup is history. Lions are the continent's most fearless and vicious carnivores. Few animals, unless they are in high numbers like hyenas or perhaps even wild dogs, will dabble with lions. However, as soon as a pride of lions appears, everyone flees for their life. In the first clip, a pack of wild dogs attacks a lone lioness who is defending their young. Although she's considerably stronger than a few dogs, there's simply too many of them biting her to handle things properly. The dogs appear to have taken the cub, but the lioness is holding her ground. She collapses to the ground, exhausted, and the dogs stop harassing it. Number 2. Dingo versus kangaroo. Dingoes are Australia's greatest carnivores, taking down a diverse range of prey. They are nocturnal hunters. Depending on the size of the prey, dingoes may hunt alone or in groups of up to 8. The dingo is a generalist predator, meaning it will comb the terrain for food and eat anything it comes across. In this video, this dingo is on the prowl. Today it hunts alone, a sign it's probably on the lookout for smaller prey, but there is an opportunity. A small joey makes an excellent target. The dingo moves forward, while the joey, unaware, keeps grooming itself. His mother senses a nearby predator, but it's not the dingo. Her attention is fixed on an eagle soaring above. The mother calls the joey to her side. Neither of them sees the dingo approaching through the brush. For a moment, a young male freezes. His panic proves contagious, so the mother and the joey make their getaway as well. The dingo is no slouch when it comes to speed, but the kangaroos can reach 45 miles per hour. Dingoes have better luck hunting in packs when hunting kangaroos, so now it's time to look for something smaller. This dingo corners a poor wallaroo who stands its ground against the growling dingo. The dingo is vicious, but as a youngster, he's a little unsure of what to do. These dingoes chase a rabbit all the way until its den and stick their head in there to pull out and kill the rabbit. Dingoes always bring food back to their young. As they get older, the pups learn to work in teams of 2. They spot a monitor lizard on the beach and decide to play with it. The monitor is able to submerge and the puppies are reluctant to follow. Dingoes need to work as a team to bring down prey as big and powerful as a gray kangaroo. Kangaroos can weigh over 145 pounds and hop at speeds of up to 45 miles per hour. To wear one down, the dingoes take turn at chasing it, working in relays. There's little time to celebrate. Every dog needs to eat as quickly as he can, because a pack this big can devour an entire kangaroo in a matter of minutes. For dingoes, it's all about the family meal. Number 1. Crocodile versus wildebeest. Wildebeest keep approaching, so the crocodiles have no choice but to sit on the edge of the water and wait for their prey to appear. The crocodile, with his mouth open, resembles a customs official inspecting passports before allowing the wildebeest to pass. There's a wildebeest caught in the middle of the river, trying to smuggle in some contraband items without declaring it. That's when the crocodile strikes. As you can see in the video, all the crocodile must do is catch a single one of the wildebeests as they cross the river. In the end, it's a numbers game, and if it's not your turn, you'll be lucky to live another day. But this wildebeest's mother gets torn from her calf when a crocodile grabs her. That's a harsh rule of the jungle. As you can see in this footage, the most efficient way for crocodiles to snatch wildebeest is by ambushing them, popping out of the water when they are drinking. The wildebeest are thirsty and need to drink even when danger lurks. The wildebeest is caught in the middle of a precarious situation, and the crocodile is taking advantage of it. Even though the wildebeest isn't particularly large, the crocodile manages to hoist it into the air before dragging it through the water so it can eat. This wildebeest has been isolated by this crocodile, but the crocodile is having all the trouble in the world getting a good bite in there. It's as if the wildebeest's skin is so slippery, the crocodile can't get a proper grip. The wildebeest doesn't move, probably thinking of a way to get out of its predicaments. When it finally tries to walk out of the water, that's when the crocodile manages to turn it over, making it fall to the side, which pretty much seals the deal for the reptile. These wildebeest are having a drink of water and seem completely oblivious to what is lurking beneath the water, but not for long, because this crocodile rockets out of the water to snatch one. Some of these herds were impressive, but the buffalo herd was my favorite. Which one was your favorite? Why don't you let us know in the comments below? Well, that's our countdown of 15 angry and merciless herds with killer moves. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notification icon so you can see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded. That's it for now.